Hi, Mommy and Tati. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm first thankful to God that He provided this opportunity for all of us to be together and celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary. I'm also honored that you decided to celebrate it on my birthday. I'm almost 50 years old, but not old enough to remember your wedding. When I glance at your marriage, there's only one word that stands out for me, and that's devotion. You are devoted in serving God. Dad, I remember you as a youth. You devoted your life in serving God by being a choir director. When you came to the U.S., you continued that ministry and you became an assistant pastor. And now that you're retired, you continue serving God by serving others. You're also devoted to studying and reading the Bible. I remember you telling me one day that you plan to read the Bible 10 times in 1 year. And when you got to the month of October, you already read it 10 times. So by the end of the year, you read it 13 times. And for that, I'm very proud, and I don't know anybody that did that before. And I remember when I was a kid, you took me on your bike to church for choir practice and to practice for Christmas carols. And Mom, you were home preparing all the sandwiches for the entire choir when they arrived in our house. And those were very good sandwiches, I remember them. You also allowed the church youth to have their weekly Bible study in our house in Romania. Now that you're retired, both of you are serving God and are in charge of the seniors ministry. The second thing that you guys are devoted is to each other. And I do not recall a moment when you guys were impatient to each other or fighting in our presence. I appreciate the patience that you guys have with each other and the love that you share for each other. And I'd like to see you spending more time together and enjoying your retirement. And the third thing you guys are devoted is the family. And three things I want to mention here. Both of you have worked really hard and a lot of overtime to provide for the family. I remember you, Dad, when you had an accident before we came to the US, and you didn't tell us. And we arrived here and you had an apartment for us because you wanted us to be together. And Mom, I remember you being devoted to train us to be best in school. When I was a kid, you helped me with the geography drawings and the biology drawings, so I would be the first in class. But most importantly, you guys were both devoted to keep the family united. And for this, you have sacrificed enormous time and finances of cooking every Sunday and having us together for lunch. And I'm going to end up with one verse from the Bible, Ephesians 4:2-3. Be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. I love you and happy anniversary.
Mommy and Daddy, if I were to list all the reasons why I'm grateful to God for giving me such amazing parents, it would be a never-ending list. So I'll keep it short and just let you know how grateful I am for all you do. You set a spiritual example by leading a life filled with gratitude, finding fulfillment in God's endearing love, and setting an example of a diligent prayer life. I would like to conclude with one of the first words you taught me after Mama and Tata, which is thank you. I respect you. I love you both so very much.
Mommy, Tate, I love you. I can't believe it's been 42 years and 7 months since we met. I don't remember the day, but I thank you for being there for me from that day until today. I don't do well with speeches because my name is not Neville Pope. So I wrote a couple of thoughts that I wanted to share with both of you. From the bottom of my heart, I wanted to thank you for how much you sacrificed for me and our family. You are my example of what it means to sacrifice, to give of yourselves to others, even though you never had a lot, you gave with all your hearts. You showed us what it means to be humble, never caring about titles and positions. You showed us love, and the love that you have for each other has been such an encouragement for and a great example for me in my own marriage. Thank you for the countless times that you spanked me, palma, now as an adult, I know that I deserved it each and every time, and that you did it because you love me, and that you did it because you wanted to discipline me into the man that you prayed for me to become. I thank you for the hours and hours of prayer. I don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for your fasting and prayer. I wanted to thank you for your patience with me. I know that out of all my siblings, I was a difficult child, maybe the most difficult, but I also know that I was your favorite. After that, of course. Ultimately, I wanted to thank God that for every day He has given you to us, and every day that He will continue to allow us to spend together on this earth. I know that each day is a gift from God, and I cherish every moment that we can still spend together. Happy 50th anniversary, your son, Mircea.
Hi, Mommy and Daddy, favorite child here. I just need to say that I know you didn't want any speeches at your party, and we said we're not going to do that, but technically we recorded these last week, and some of us this week, so we technically didn't lie when we said that there's no speeches at your party, so I just wanted to clarify that. First and foremost, I just wanted to thank God for blessing me with the best parents here on earth. Mommy and Daddy, you are both the definition of sacrificial love. You've taught me what love looks like day in and day out, and you've given everything of yourselves in order for us kids to succeed, and I will never ever forget that. Tati, thank you for modeling what a Christian man and a Christian family looks like. You are just the role model for a prayerful man, and you've given my siblings and I a real faith-based foundation that I follow every single day of my life, and not just my life, but now my kids' lives too. So your legacy will live on in my family's life. Mommy, when I think of you, I think of the song "Mama, Mama, Mama, Mia" that we sing in church. The second verse of the song cuts me to the core because it's literally written about you, and I'm going to read it because it's so beautiful. It reads like this: Neîncetat lângă pat, nopți întregi a vegheat, când eu în suferință mă stăteam, nu mânca, nu dormeam, bucuroasă săgetea, căci așa m-a iubit mama mea. It doesn't translate nearly as beautifully in English as it does in Romanian because it's so poetic, but essentially it reads something along these lines. Unceasingly by the bedside she kept watch nights after nights. When I was struggling and suffering, she didn't eat, she didn't sleep. She happily sacrificed herself because that's how much my mom loved me. And now as a mom, I understand this verse so much more, and I just want to thank you so much, Mommy. I want to congratulate you both on 50 years of love. I just pray that God continues to bless you with many more anniversaries together. And Mommy, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. I love you both so much.
Mommy, Tati, I wanted to wish you both a warm Seattle. Congratulations. I know I can only say that about 4 weeks out of the year, but as we celebrate your 50th wedding anniversary, wow, a milestone few are blessed enough to achieve. And since we're in the spirit of the Olympics, I can think of no better couple more deserving of a golden anniversary than the two of you. Truth be told, it's us as your children who are the most blessed by God to have you both as our parents, our spiritual role models. You've always taught us to love the Lord with all of our being and to love others more than ourselves. You both have shown us what it truly means to live a life of sacrifice, of peace, and of love. I pray that God will continue to bless your marriage all the days of your lives, bless you with health, with happiness. I love you both so, so much.